views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
When was the last time a movie froze you to your seat, made your palms sweat, quickened your pulse? Cat o' Nine Tails really does the job. National General Pictures presents Cat o' Nine Tails, from the same masters of tension who paralyzed audiences with Bird with the Crystal Plumage, the picture that out-psychoed Psycho. Cat o' Nine Tails, starring Carl Malden, James Franciscus, and Catherine Spock. It's 9 times more suspenseful than Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Cat o' Nine Tails. Rated GP. All ages parental guidance.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
I like turtles.
Excuse me, sir. There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? What is it?
It's a little room in the front of the plane where the pilot sits.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. You have been beamed aboard. You are now inside the mothership for an exciting triple redunculicious ride across the galaxy for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. We're broadcasting live directly into your vagina holes. That's what that funky sensation is, and that's what will change your way of thinking for the remainder of the day. On to Alien X Radio in Detroit, Michigan, Raw Talk Online in Florida, UG Media across the pond in the UK, the Lime City Radio Network and J. Parker Radio in Indiana, and United Talk Radio Connecticut, Sword Radio in the UK also, and Western Reserve Digital Radio in Ohio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those are our live affiliates, and in syndication around the world, we are heard on other beautiful and wonderful radio stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSP FM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice, Prodcore, Pure Rock, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89, just to name a whole bunch. Anyway, we're getting the thing underway today. I know you guys, most people in the same time zone anyway as me. Remember, I don't believe in time zones. Now is now. Doesn't matter where you are today. Today is today. Now is now. Doesn't matter what your clock says or what your calendar says. Now is now. But anyway, I'm in the Eastern time zone. So I know that in the Eastern time zone, folks have just got to work. Oh my gosh, 9-to-5ers. They're sitting right now in their cubicle staring forward. And they don't know what they're going to do for the next 3 hours until lunch. Well, this is what you're going to do. You're going to listen to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. All right? Playing music for your vagina holes from independent artists all over the freaking planet. That's right, I accept music submissions from all over the place. We've got them from Scotland and Ireland. We got them from the UK. We got them from Germany. All over the United States, of course. Got them from Canada and India. All over the... I don't even need to go geographically across the world here to tell you. To get your music played on the station, to get your music played on the show, it's real simple. What you do is you put together yourself a little email. You address it to newmusic@alienxradio.com. That's newmusic@alienxradio.com. Then you attach an MP3. And why do I say an MP3? Because that's what I play, MP3s, okay? Attach an MP3 to that email. Also, I know this is ridiculous that I have to say this, but about 20% of people actually do this correctly. And it's really kind of sad. When you are titling your track, we need to know the name of the song, obviously. Okay, so let's say the name of your song is The Ship Went Down. Okay? The Ship Went Down is the name of the song. So you give me a track that says The Ship Went Down. Okay? In the email, it says, hi, my band's name is Lords of the Walk. I don't know. Just making something up. Lords of the Walk. And this is our song, The Ship Goes Down. Okay, but the email is now, I don't play the email on the air, right? So when I load in the track, it says The Ship Goes Down, but it doesn't say the Lords of the Walk. So you are one of 900 emails that I got, right? So I don't remember the name of your band. So I can't promote you. I can play your song, but nobody knows who you are. I can't talk about you. I can't say nobody's going to get your music. So when you title your MP3, make sure that it says The Lords of the Walk, dash, The Ship Went Down. That way, when the email is no longer attached to that, I have both pieces of information in front of me. Now, I know some of you say, well, in the tags, it says that. Okay, it does say it in the tags. After you press play, and it starts playing, and then I can see the tags and everything. But a lot of times when you load it in there, it just says what the name of the song is. So I can't tell people. So all I'm saying, folks, is I'm not trying to be a wanker here. Just include that in there. But anyway, the point of what I'm getting at here is you can send your music to newmusic@alienxradio.com in the form of an MP3. Or I also allow you to send me Dropbox links, or you can send stuff through WeTransfer. Those are fine as well, as long as I can download the tracks and they are properly tagged. And here's the key, folks. Doesn't matter the genre. It could be rock and roll, country, disco. I don't care. Here's the key. No ball sucking. That means the song can't suck balls. Okay? If the song sucks balls, it goes into what we call the submissions folder, never to be seen again. Okay? So those are the criteria. Send your music, and we'll be happy to get it played for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things underway the way we usually get things underway, with a bit of a history lesson here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
February 22nd, 1732. George Washington, the first president of the United States, is born in what's then the Virginia colony. Washington commanded American forces during the Revolutionary War and led the Founding Fathers in drafting the U.S. Constitution. 2006. Insurgents destroy the Golden Dome of one of Iraq's holiest Shiite shrines, the Askaria Mosque in Samarra. The blast sets off a spasm of sectarian violence in Iraq just years after the U.S.-led invasion topples Saddam Hussein from power. 1980, the miracle on ice at the Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York. That's where the American hockey team beats the heavily favored Soviet Union 4-3. ABC announcer Al Michaels.
You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Schultz. 5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
The U.S. team later claims the gold medal by beating Finland. The Soviets take the silver. And 1987. In New York, pop artist Andy Warhol, known for his renderings of Campbell soup cans, dies at the age of 58. Today in history, February 22nd. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
Alrighty, folks, that has been our history lesson, and it is now time for a music lesson. Brand new submission to the station. Just opened up the email this morning before getting things underway. The artist is called Flight of Icarus. The tune is Our Burning Star, and the show is the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
on a Saturday thing. For you stay there with you, yes, for one in the same.
taste right. All I want's a little of hope, like aliens abducted the boat. Ain't it the free? What a joke. Something about it's just isn't right. I get on my tongue on the man, my teeth are clenched to the point they can shatter. Everyone wants my sympathy, but if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. 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 And I'm going down. I'm taking you with me. I'm taking you with me. I'm taking you with me. And I'm going down.
Marlon Brando,
Richard Burton,
James Coburn,
Walter Matthau,
and Ringo Starr in the sweetest little movie this side of Psychopathia Sexualis.
Good grief.
Candy, a Selma Pictures presentation from the Cinerama Releasing Corporation in color. But is she faithful? Only to the book.
Candy has been rated R.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
And now it is time for the punchlines. As always, the punchlines are brought to you by Alien X Radio and Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor on Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Get some today and get some tomorrow because everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. Today on the punchlines for hour number 1, Alaska woman bit on the ass in the outhouse. An Alaska woman had the scare of a lifetime when using an outhouse in the backcountry, and she was attacked from below. I got out there and sat down on the toilet, and immediately something bit me on the butt right as I sat down, Shannon Stevens told the Associated Press on Thursday. I jumped up and screamed when it happened. Stevens, her brother Eric, and his girlfriend had taken snowmobiles into the wilderness February 13th to stay at his cabin, located about 20 miles northwest of Haines in southeast Alaska. Her brother heard the scream and went on out to the outhouse about 150 feet away from the cabin. There, he found Shannon tending to her wound. They at first thought that she had been bitten by something like a squirrel or a mink, something small. Eric brought his lamp with him, his headlamp with him, and, just to see what it was. I opened the toilet seat, and there, just a bare face, just right there at the level of the toilet seat, just looking right back up through the hole, right at me, he said. I just shut the lid as fast as I could. There's a bear down there. We got to get the hell out of here, he said, and we ran back to the cabin as fast as we could. It was bleeding, but it wasn't super bad. Shannon said the next morning they found the bear tracks all over the property, but the bear had left the area. You could see them cross the snow, coming across to the side of the house, and then up to the outhouse. So, you could track where the bears had come in and, why. I don't know why they went to they tracked them over to the outhouse anyway. They figured that the bear got inside the outhouse through an opening at the bottom of the back door. Now, excuse me. That sentence right there leaves me with many questions. What kind of an opening at the back door of an outhouse is large enough for a bear to enter that isn't considered a missing wall? Okay, that's not an opening or a hole. That's like incomplete construction. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And then she said, I expect that he's probably not that bad. I expect that it's probably not that bad of a little den in the winter, Shannon said. So he probably went in there just, maybe he's getting ready to chill out and sleep, It's not a place that they're at all the time, so it's not like this bear decided to go down there and take a bath in feces. Okay, more than likely, like I said, this is a cabin that they visit every now and again, so it's probably not filled with feces because it's probably been quite a long time since somebody's used it. See what I'm saying? It's like one of those cabins that you just go out to, whenever you want to go snowmobiling or, hunting, that kind of thing. But anyway, folks, this just goes to show, how many times has a woman yelled at you, gentlemen, for not putting down the toilet seat? Because why? Why do they tell you, why didn't you put down the toilet seat when you were done? Okay, they're going to yell at you if you don't put it up when you go because you're going to piddle on it, and that is legit. Okay, folks, that's legit. Put up the toilet seat when you're going to piddle. All right, I'm just saying, because you don't want to piddle on the seat. That's nasty, and it's rude. Okay, anyway. When you forget to put the seat down, though, the reason why you get yelled at is because the woman never bothered to look before sitting down. They just walk in, turn around, and drop. And now, bloop, they're in the toilet, right? Well, same thing here. If you had bothered to have a look before having a seat, you may have seen a bear face with his mouth open, ready to chomp your butt. Okay? So for future reference, in case you weren't aware, you should probably, just maybe, it's probably a good idea to look before you have a seat. Otherwise, you might sit on a bear's face. Unless you're into that kind of thing. I don't know. But that has been the punchlines. Real quick, some music for your Vajir holes before we go into our sports update with the prospect. Right now, it is I Am Trouble, and back again on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Yo, don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do what you want to do. Set your goals, accomplish your dreams. I'm off and running, baby. I am trouble. Let's go. The ground running, I ain't looking back again. All the shit I've done in the past has got me adamant to be the man that I can be and lead them to the promised land. Cause I done finally found my flame and I can take a stand. I ain't giving up again, but y'all don't really understand. Everything I went through, I did it so I could be a man. Sacrificing myself so y'all ain't gotta do it. Knowing that my daughters will hold me down if I'ma lose it. I swear to y'all and these babies, they be my doing fluid. I'ma keep it moving like a Buick just to prove it to them. Riding till the wheels fall off, I can't be not pursuing. Cause I done promised myself that I'ma make it big. I don't give a shit what you say about me, I'm on again. See this music, I love it like it's a friend of mine. Had I never found the mic, I probably would've lost my mind. Or ended up a junkie looking for another line. I ain't going back again to the lonely road that I used to roam. I was so alone, but I built my dream and now I'm living it. Got my hands in the air and yeah, I'm kicking it. I'm not going back. I ain't going back again to the lonely road. I can still remember everything that they said, that I could never be a rapper, get it out of my head. So I didn't choose a rapper, picked an artist instead. And now I'm painting perfect pictures like Picasso with that. It ain't a dream anymore because I live it. Just a timid little boy that blew up without a gimmick. Now I'm giving everything that I got like the critic. Always kept it real, you can never say that I didn't. Told Sony go to hell, I ain't changing my image. I am the person I am, and got a flow to defend it. And I'll be damned if I sell out, I ain't even bending. So put one in the air and smoke for me. Let me take you on a journey that my eyes can see. And I'ma show you everything that I chose to be. Hard work and dedication is a part of T. So if you're feeling how I'm feeling, come on and sing it with me. I ain't going back again to the lonely road that I used to roam. I was so alone, but I built my dream and now I'm living it. Got my hands in the air and yeah, I'm kicking it. I'm not going back. I ain't going back again to the lonely road.
Directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the prospect.
Hello everyone, Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The 2021 NBA All-Star Game is scheduled to take place on March 7th. The game will have LeBron James and Kevin Durant as the captains, players like Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry as starters. But the one thing that there won't be is fans. Commissioner Adam Silver discussed with NBA on TNT crew about the decision on restricting fans from the mid-season event, saying that the safety of everyone involved are important. Silver went on to say that the decision isn't to devalue those that cheer on their favorite players and teams, but instead the decision to have the game go on as scheduled is because of them, saying that the game begins and ends with the fans. Of course, the decision to even have the shortened season was because of them, as the league is already racked with countless postponements due to virus concerns. Team Durant will be coached by Doc Rivers, while Team LeBron will have first-time All-Star coach Quinn Snyder. There's still no word on whether the game itself will be tweaked due to the ongoing situation, but I will keep you posted on any updates. Speaking of Kevin Durant, he misses his fourth straight game due to a hamstring issue and was out against the Clippers. Durant injured the hamstring back on February 13th in their game against the Golden State Warriors. And the Denver Nuggets are in possession of a bit of history. Jamal Murray becomes the first person in NBA history to score 50 or more points without a single free throw attempt. Murray did defeat in the 120-103 win against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. She's done it again. Naomi Osaka defeats Jennifer Brady in straight sets to win the 2021 Australian Open title. At a time when accomplishments like this are uncertain because of the concern of players' health and safety, wins like this are very important. This one, of course, is Osaka's 21st win in a row and 4th Grand Slam title, which is a big deal for the 23-year-old. The journey to the title meant going through her idols, Serena Williams, in the semifinals. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile. Hello and welcome to Man Law. I'm your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights. I have read your complaints and your emails, and the first case up on the docket today comes from Daryl from Atlanta, Georgia. Daryl writes, Judge Man, I'm a biker and consider myself to be pretty manly. I drive a Harley Davidson, I wear denim, and haven't washed my balls in a week. The rest of the guys in my motorcycle club tell me that I'm a nary because I listen to Taylor Swift. So, Judge Man, am I a sissy for listening to Swift? Well, Daryl, first off, wash your balls. That's not manly, that's just nasty. And yes, it does make you a Mary. Stop listening to Taylor Swift. And now, today's list of things real men should never do. Number 1, real men should never listen to Taylor Swift. Number 2, real men should never get a haircut.
from another man. I don't care. The reason you're there getting your hair cut by someone else is because maybe you'll get some boob on your shoulder. Number 3, real men don't attend fashion shows. Fashion does not exist to the male of the species. Number 4, real men never watch TV shows with the word wives in the title. Not Real Housewives, not Basketball Wives, not any kind of wives. Period. And the last one on the list today, real men never figure skate or watch figure skating. This has been Judge Man with Man Law. I have ruled.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No, not that.
My name is Zunar J5/9 Doric 47.
Get me the Pentagon. Red priority.
You're a cat.
He's the cat from outer space. You're serious?
I'm serious.
While you and I are talking this very minute, some slimy, green-headed, 12-legged creep could be crawling into the White House.
You're trying to tell me that your little pussycat came from another planet, from another galaxy, in a spacecraft and landed right here on Earth.
You're up against genius.
I gotta tell you something, pal. It's dumb.
It's a spacey comedy that'll boggle your mind.
It is mind-boggling. The man who owns the secret of this device could control the universe.
You are under arrest.
And the pussycat, General.
And the pussycat. He's got his paws on the power.
The power that cat possesses is awesome.
You betcha, Charlie. And if you know what's good for you, you'll land this thing and let Lucy Bellamy...
Quiet.
Okay.
Walt Disney Productions, The Cat from Outer Space.
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
And welcome back to the show. It is the second half of hour number 1 of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. Thanks for joining me wherever it is that you are listening. Perhaps maybe on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio, the J. Parker Radio Network, or United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio, wherever. You can give me a call at 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Or use Skype. You can Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell it out. You'd be wrong. For those of you just now tuning in, you are late. Show gets underway at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's why it's the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. All right, folks. It is that time in the broadcast where we're going to take a little bit of a trip back in time. We're going to go back to 2018. On February 25th, 2018, we were doing a little bit of a segment that has grown tentacles and has become its own monster and has been given its own zip code since. And of course, I speak of Just a Few Questions. And back then, we did one called Itchy Butts and Phone Calls. Yes, they all have these colorful, wonderful names. for each of these now. We've given them their personality and their titles. So all the way back to February 25th, 2018, just a few questions. Itchy butts and phone calls on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
I have just a few questions for you.
Just a few.
And they get weirder and weirder every week. You're welcome. Eventually, every time that we have a guest in here, they're going to get just a few questions.
Are they going to be just as weird?
Oh, yeah.
All right, tight.
Absolutely. So, number one, what do you consider... Okay, you're going to love this one, too. Because you just spoke to me not too long ago about a particular word that you didn't like on the show, and this is part of it. But it's not quite that word. It's almost that word. Are you ready?
Okay.
What do you consider to be the worst situation to be in? You are standing up in a wedding and your butthole starts to itch. B, you're standing at the chalkboard of a classroom working out a problem and your butthole starts to itch. C, you're on the first date with a girl and you really, really like her and you're in a fancy restaurant and your butthole starts to itch. Or D, you're standing and singing in church when suddenly...
Your butthole starts to itch.
No, your phone rings. Your phone rings.
See, you set me up for that. How did I not see that?
So which one of these would be the most awkward?
The most awkward?
Yes. The standing up in a wedding, working out a problem on the chalkboard, on a first date in a nice restaurant, all with your butthole itching, or your phone rings while you're singing in church.
Chalkboard.
Chalkboard.
Going with the chalkboard.
You're going with the chalkboard.
Yep.
I'm sure that your reason's probably right along the lines with what my reasoning was. Why?
Well, I'm thinking the first reason was what the date thing. She could be sitting across there. I could just kind of do like a little, little shuffle thing. And right. Scratch that thing.
Table's kind of blocking the view a little bit.
Right.
You can go to the bathroom there, too. You can, excuse me, I got to go to the bathroom.
Right. The wedding thing.
Why? My butthole itches.
Right. The wedding thing's possibly something I can lean on. Just kind of like,
No, not there, though. You're stuck there. Come on. There's nothing but the candle. If you knock that over, you're going to burn the place down. Everybody dies at the wedding.
I guess I just have to try and tough that one out.
Yeah.
And then the...
Phone rings. While singing in church.
Whatever.
It happens.
It happens when people are at
I get to see it now.
I'm
Jesus loves me. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oh, turn off your ringer, dude.
Right, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But like if I was up like in school, because you're gonna be up there in school, man, and then it's gonna like throw you off, and maybe you get the problem wrong, and
kids
they
are
watch
cruel.
You. Exactly, kids are cruel.
They watch you up there. They know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's done forever, dude.
Yeah.
So if it does happen that way, hopefully you're already a senior in high school and you're almost done.
So we're on the same page on that one.
Yeah.
Because that one was the worst.
Yep.
All right, 2 more questions for you. That was one question. See how we can make a segment out of this now. Number 2. If you get bitten on the ass and you ask a friend to suck out the poison, which would be more awkward? A mosquito bite. B, a snake bite. C, a hooker bite. Or D, frostbite. Which one of these would be more awkward if you have to ask your friend to suck out the poison? Well, here, by process of elimination, you're not going to say B, because a snake bite, there would be poison to suck out. So that's not awkward. You would need him to save your life. So we're not going to say B. Okay.
I would say a mosquito bite.
Okay, now you're going to... Right, a mosquito bite. That would be very awkward for you to ask...
Right, it's a mosquito bite.
Right.
I mean, we live in Michigan. They're going to happen. I mean, you get them and you don't even know you have them.
Right, exactly.
You know?
But now, a mosquito does, in fact, have some sort of... Something that could cause a swelling.
Right.
You might have an allergic reaction to said mosquito.
Right, which is why you get that little itch and the little swelling and stuff like that. But a little cortisone cream, you're tight. A hooker bite.
A hooker bite, yeah. Well, he might. Your friend and you might have went in that together.
Yeah,
with a hooker.
I don't know. But see, and again, you didn't say like where you're bitten at. Okay, so when you're saying hooker bite, I can imagine where it's like
it's on your butt.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Yeah,
I
it's
apologize.
on your ass. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. And
still wouldn't have him do it.
see, mine would have been D, frostbite, because obviously you're just trying to get your friend to suck your butt. Okay? There's no reason for this. Okay? There's absolutely no thought process that could lead to getting your butt sucked for frostbite other than your butt is cold and his mouth is not. I don't know.
You got a good point. Right. I'd like to go back and change my answer.
All right. Okay. Number three question is, you are listening to Alien X Radio on your smartphone. You just heard me say, call in and win $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. As you are dialing, you drop your phone into the toilet after loading it with last night's beer and Taco Bell. You have 5 minutes to call me. What do you do? What do you do?
Where does this happen at? Is it at my house? Or does it happen at a bar?
It doesn't say. So,
okay. Assuming it happens at my house?
Either way, you filled it with
I understand
last night's Taco Bell and beer.
I understand that. But I would do everything I can to reach in there, grab that thing, rinse it off, and hit speakerphone and pray that it works. I would. For how much? $1 million?
Right. I said $1 million.
$1 million bucks. Okay. Right. Yes. If I was at home and I was able to do that, I would probably, yes.
Okay.
$1 million.
That's what you would do.
Yes. For $1 million bucks, I would
reach in amongst the
rinse it
digested
off.
chimichangas.
Again, I would not put it to my face.
Okay.
Okay. I would hit speaker, dial, and pray that everything worked.
Okay. All right.
If we were in a bar instance, it's done. Flush the toilet and hopefully it goes down with it.
For the same $1 million.
Same $1 million.
All right. Well, let me reread this question for you again, so maybe it'll change your mind. Okay, listen. You are listening to Alien X Radio on your smartphone. Mm-hmm. You just heard me say that if you call in, you can win $1 million. As you're dialing the phone, you drop it into the toilet after loading it with last night's beer and Taco Bell. You have 5 minutes to call. What do you do? Do you change your mind?
Yes, I do change my mind.
To what?
I'm going to go to another phone and call you.
Okay. Okay.
And leave the phone there.
That's a good answer. That's probably the best case scenario.
Right?
Right. See, because the trick is, you're listening to Alien X Radio, and I say that if you call in, you could win $1 million. What part in our history together of Alien X Radio and me do you think for a second that if you call me, you're going to win $1 million freaking dollars? Come on, people. This is internet radio.
I'm broke as a joke.
I can't send you a coupon
I'm
for
LLP.
rallies. Coupon for rallies, people.
See all the twists that you throw in that?
Yeah.
There's a lot of twists.
Yeah. Just a few questions.
Right.
I don't know what the problem is. It's just a few questions.
It's how you read the question.
It's just a few questions.
Just a few. What's number 4? We got time for number 4?
No, there is no number 4.
That was the last one?
Yeah. Right. See, a couple is 2 and a few is 3.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Brace for impact, but it's more like there's a silent chill that suddenly has covered all of the air, and gravity will shake you down to earth. It doesn't care. They know you shouldn't marry anyone until you're dead, but the voices, I swear they hear me. They are inside my head. All the colors fade to red, and we're left in the dust. And suddenly there isn't anybody we can trust, 'cause we're monsters, monsters. This world is a monster, monster. What if I am a monster, monster? This world is a monster. This world is a monster, monster. What if I am a monster, monster? What if you are a monster, monsters? This world is a monster, monster,
My dearest, please accept my sincerest apologies. I know there's much to explain, but I'm simply too afraid to look you in the eyes and tell you to your face. This world is strange and so am I, yet I've never truly found my place in it. Darling, I've been lost for far too long. You see, this map that I've been reading, it's filled with empty houses and dead-end streets. And all of these years, the ink's been fading, so I use the edge to slit my wrists in hopes of bleeding a new path. But life doesn't come with directions or GPS. It twists and turns, it chews and spits. It's been driving me closer to my inevitable end. It's a nightmare, a hellscape, a true living beast. This monster is hungry and I am its feast.
What's up? This is Chris from Concrete Angels. You're listening to Alien X Radio.
That's what we just did with some more Concrete Angels all up in your face from outer space on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. It is time to take a quick break, pause in the action for station identification. But coming up, we are going to have a little chat, and I hope some people can give me a call and weigh in on this. The never-ending assault on the American people by Walt Disney. You are evil, okay? Walt Disney, you evil corporation. From now on, every time I hear Disney, I also hear the Imperial March, because that's pretty much it, man. Anyway, we're going to talk about some stuff when we come back, and more music for your Vajir holes. Another classic episode of Just a Few Questions, as well as the new episode from just yesterday. We've got a What the Florida on the way. Also, it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space. Go nowhere.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some Freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Death to anyone who touches the bodies. Death to anyone who touches the bodies.
The year of the cannibals is coming. The year when love becomes a joke and murder a good citizen's lawful duty. The Year of the Cannibals from American International Pictures in Technicolor, starring Britt Eklund and Pierre Clemente. Rated GP.
Oh my God! What have I done? What have I done?
Look at the dirty one.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
A world-famous scientist, greatest living master of the occult, has mysteriously vanished. In his place, a huge and fearsome prehistoric monster suddenly appears. What happened to Dr. Waterman? Only one man, last to see him alive, knows. And now he finds himself in deadly peril. The weird, the unbelievable, the supernatural come alive before your very eyes in Equinox. The invisible barrier between good and evil. between light and the forces of darkness. What is the secret of the 1,000-year-old book? See 4 teenage boys and girls fight a devil cult for their lives, their sanity, their eternal souls in Equinox. In supernatural color.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, folks, welcome. It is now hour number 2 of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. Thank you for being beamed aboard. I know it was kind of a weird experience. There's a little pinching feeling. Sometimes you're left with a little itchy feeling as well. You know, I can't control that. You know, that's just the way the process works. But at least you got put back together correctly. Your Vajir holes are where they're supposed to be, hopefully. Maybe you're tuned in on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch right now. Hopefully your eyeballs are in place as well, so you can check out the show visually as well, as we are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds, or at least talking really loud in the back row of the movie theater, making everybody mad because they finally are allowed back in theaters. And you want to see some kind of new movie where everybody is digitally put in the movie now because you can't get close enough to film a shot together. It's so stupid! It's so stupid! Anyway, folks, it is time to get this thing kicked once again and get it underway. Coming up this hour, we've got some more punchlines, music for your Vajir holes, a classic episode of Just a Few Questions, your phone calls, and, of course, what we're about to get into right now.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
What the Florida?
That's right, folks. It's time for What the Florida, and it's being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook, or check them out at www.igorslube.com. Remember, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. I was going to be a mashed potato. Florida boy recounts his garbage truck horror. Oh my God, was he in the street and the truck almost ran him over? That stupid truck driver? The kid was in the street and that stupid truck driver almost... No, that's not what happened. It was not a stupid truck driver not paying attention and trying to run over a kid in the street. Okay? No. Let me read the story so you can see who is stupid. A Florida boy attempted to hide in a trash can. Figured it out. All right. Attempted to hide in a trash can. Frankly, kid, you're an idiot. Almost turned tragic when it was picked up by a garbage truck and nearly sent into the choppers as the blades turned on. I was thinking this might be the end for me, 7-year-old Elias Gonzalez. I almost said Elian Gonzalez. That's not the kid's name. It's Elias. I'm going to get it wrong. Quezada. That's definitely wrong. That's probably something new on the Taco Bell menu. That's definitely not a person. Anyway, he told the newspaper that bullcrap, which I'm sure he was fed. Remember, he's fed that. He's a 7-year-old kid, so did he actually, in an interview, say, well, I was thinking this might be the end for me? And then he goes on to say, I thought I was going to be a mashed potato. I don't think that kid would say that. I just don't. But when a sharp-eyed driver named Waldo, that's right, because people are usually good at spotting, Waldo, where's Waldo? But instead, he saw the boy on the truck's surveillance camera and rushed to turn off the choppers. Now, apparently they have cameras inside these trucks now. Finally! How many cats got chopped up? How many people? you don't know, do you? I guess you wouldn't know. If they went in and got chopped up, they just got taken to the landfill and dumped and buried. You wouldn't know, would you? Apparently somebody knew at some point because now there's cameras. It was a bad day for me. The driver told the newspaper. I was scared. Yeah? What do you think the kid felt like? Anyway, well, again, you're a stupid kid. Don't hide in trash cans at the curb when the trash man's coming. Are you telling me that you were in that trash can so long that the trash man wasn't even on the street yet? You didn't even know he was coming? And you just hung up? Were you sleeping in the trash can? Where's your parents? Where is your parents? Luckily, he was able to act in time and call 911 for help because, for some reason, they have all these stop buttons and stuff to stop the choppers to make sure that people don't get injured, right? Which makes sense. Makes sense to have some way to stop that, them from going like that. And the cameras, so you can see what's going on in there. But you're telling me there's no button to open up the doors? You had to call help to come out and open up the doors? Really? I don't like trash cans anymore, the little kid told the newspaper. No kidding. Then again, he did make an exception when he spoke to the next interviewer. That's right. Now he's on a world tour, just like stupid people who spray glue in their hair. Then again, like he said, unless it's like a tiny trash can that's inside the house, then it might be fine, I guess.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Yeah. I'm just saying. I think D-Unit said it pretty good one time when he said, beat your kids! Soldier's Last Breath, everybody. Cast from Hell on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
This is Francesca from Mechanical Butterfly, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
You are about to face the screen's most horrifying challenge.
I see something.
You're about to face Maniac. Tonight won't be like other nights. Tonight, a madman's out there, and you will know horror more real than you could ever imagine. Maniac. He'll tear the life out of you. An analysis film's release. No one under 17 admitted.
Show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
And folks, once again, it is time for the punchlines. And as always, the punchlines are brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Perhaps you got some dry, flaky elbows, some squeaky hinges at home. Perhaps you got your fist stuck in a gravy boat. Or maybe you just might want to do it. Well, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. So get some today and get some tomorrow. So, life forms that shouldn't be there, found by scientists under Antarctic ice. In a scientific discovery reminiscent of the plot of the 1982 science fiction thriller The Thing, researchers have discovered life in Antarctica that theoretically shouldn't exist. Instead of grotesque, shape-shifting alien parasite, though, these life forms are sponges, along with what appear to be barnacles. So you got sponges, which is one creature, the barnacles, which are another creature, and theoretically, they're not supposed to exist there. Why? Because life can't exist there, because we can't live there. Don't you understand? If we can't live there, nothing can live there. Wrong! They are discovered after scientists with a British Antarctic survey drilled beneath a section of the, I can't read these weird names, the Filchner-Ronaldi ice shelf. It's a big giant chunk of ice in Antarctica. They drilled a hole in it. They could have wrote that, right? No, they didn't. They had to get all crazy and put things in Latin. Which is more than 2,950 feet thick in northwestern Antarctica. That's a big chunk of ice, man. I'm telling you right now. Ron White would only need 2 of those in his glass of scotch. That's all I'm saying. The team lowered a camera into the ice shelf hole. Get it? So the Earth now has a glory hole. To see what lay beneath and filmed the organisms clinging to a boulder. The first time that such life forms have been recorded beneath Antarctica's ice sheets. So, again, there's a lot of assumptions being made here by scientists. Now, I thought scientists were fact finders. I thought scientists were supposed to deal in absolutes. Because, like I heard somebody say on Big Bang Theory once, goes, that's the good thing about science. We all get our own opinion. No, that's wrong. There is only one way with science. That's the way it's supposed to be. So you're saying in this that they're not supposed to be there. But you're also saying that you have never been able to drill through this 2,950-foot thick chunk of Ron White rock glass all the way down to the bottom to see what was underneath it in the first place. So here you are saying they can't exist there, but you've never looked there to see. Really? You know, I understand that outer space is just enormous. Outer space we're never going to be able to explore all of outer space I don't think in the history of mankind. As long as man exists in the universe, I don't believe that they will be able to explore all of the universe. It's ever expanding or whatever. Even with what it is, you can't. But right here on Earth, there are massive sections of the ocean that we haven't been in. And I don't mean trickled across the top. Okay, I mean miles down. To see what is it down there? What is it? Is it just the bottom of the ocean? No, there's got to be stuff down there. Here we are finding life. It's not supposed to be there, but there it is. What do you mean it's not supposed to be there? It's so ridiculous. Life can't exist on another planet. Why? Because we can't live there. Again, look there. Look at these creatures that live on these heat vents on the bottom of the oceans where the water coming out would scald a human being to death instantly. But yet they live right on it. So for you to say life can't exist someplace because you can't live there is a really, really arrogant statement. That's all I'm saying. Get over yourself. That's been the punchline. More music for your Vajir holes from Michael. This time around, it's mid-season replacement on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You're walking home with the streetlights on and the headlamps glow. Half awake and you're barely alive. Still you can't remember. Where did you go last night? Where do you go to now? You're tuning out, I'm turning off. This show is almost over. Turn the radio down, I'm sick of hearing the sound of of a life soundtrack ending. Hello and goodbye, girl.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Hello everyone, Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The 2021 NBA All-Star Game is scheduled to take place on March 7th. The game will have LeBron James and Kevin Durant as the captains, players like Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry as starters, but the one thing that there won't be is fans. Commissioner Adam Silver discussed with NBA on TNT crew about the decision on restricting fans from the mid-season event, saying that the safety of everyone involved are important. Silver went on to say that the decision isn't to devalue those that cheer on their favorite players and teams, but instead the decision to have the game go on as scheduled is because of them, saying that the game begins and ends with the fans. Of course, the decision to even have the shortened season was because of them, as the league is already racked with countless postponements due to virus concerns. Team Durant will be coached by Doc Rivers, while Team LeBron will have first-time All-Star coach Quinn Snyder. There's still no word on whether the game itself will be tweaked due to the ongoing situation, but I will keep you posted on any updates. Speaking of Kevin Durant, he misses his fourth straight game due to a hamstring issue and was out against the Clippers. Durant injured the hamstring back on February 13th in their game against the Golden State Warriors. And the Denver Nuggets are in possession of a bit of history. Jamal Murray becomes the first person in NBA history to score 50 or more points without a single free throw attempt. Murray did defeat in the 120-103 win against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. She's done it again. Naomi Osaka defeats Jennifer Brady in straight sets to win the 2021 Australian Open title. At a time when accomplishments like this are uncertain because of the concern of players' health and safety, wins like this are very important. This one, of course, is Osaka's 21st win in a row and 4th Grand Slam title, which is a big deal for the 23-year-old. The journey to the title meant going through her idols, Serena Williams, in the semifinals. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon, Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Hello and welcome to Man Law. I am your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights. I have read your complaints and your emails. First case on the docket today comes from Larry from Wisconsin. Larry writes, Judge Man, my girlfriend of only 3 months has asked me to cancel my all-expenses-paid Super Bowl trip this year that includes a suite at the stadium, a stay in the greatest hotel in the world, all the beer I can drink, and all of the sausages I can eat. And why does she want me to cancel this trip? She wants me to meet her mother. Well, Judge Man, my question to you is what should I do? Well, Larry, let me ponder a moment. Dumbass, you kick this chick to the curb and you go on an awesome trip. Bring me back a football. And now today's list of things real men never ever should do. Number 1, real men never talk about their feelings. Keep that stuff inside. No one wants to hear about it except your wife. Number 2, real men don't own cats. We're dog people. Number 3, real men don't know any show tunes. If you're humming along or singing a show tune, I'm just saying you're under suspicion. Number 4, real men never ask for directions. I don't care if you're lost for days and the map is long gone. Real men never ask for directions. And the last thing on today's list, real men don't plant flowers. Leave that crap up to your wife. This has been Judge Man with Man Law.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No.
She came halfway across the universe in search of a cosmic power source that could save her world from destruction.
Who is she?
Who on earth are you?
You know, I think I recognize the costume.
From the producers of Superman, Alexander Salkind presents Supergirl in her first great adventure.
Wait a minute, wait 1 minute. I mean, you can do the whole number, leap tall buildings at a single bound. You can look right through things.
Yes.
Bend steel bars?
Yes.
Like Superman.
He's my cousin.
Supergirl, sent to Earth on a secret mission that brings her face to face with diabolical villains.
I am considering nothing less than world domination.
You've had your fun, Selena. The game is finished.
Starring Faye Dunaway.
Now I am really upset.
Peter O'Toole.
My neighbors know the criminals, the corrupt, the evil. They're here, over the hill there, with no way out.
Peter Cook.
What's in it for me?
Me.
Brenda Vaccaro. And introducing Helen Slater as Supergirl.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Alrighty, folks. Yes, we are moving and grooving right along here, man. We got all kinds of little elements of stuff throughout the course of the show. We got old-timey radio. We got new-timey radio. We got silly stories. We got real stories. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Before we get to a classic episode of Just a Few Questions from February 17th, 2019, called Flight of the Masturbator. Before we get to that, I've got to take a moment, man, And what is with Disney? Okay, what is going on with Disney? Why are they so evil? Okay, they don't want anything but Disney. When they're all done with everything will be owned by Disney. They will eventually be the empire. They will eventually build the Death Star. I believe this. I really do. I believe this will all happen. We'll be long gone since then, the people that are currently alive on this planet. But that's where it's headed. And anyway, this is what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about the endless assault on so many things in our society, in our culture. Disney has tagged the Muppets as being offensive. The Muppets are offensive, according to Disney. So, Mickey Mouse good, Kermit the Frog bad. Goofy good, and Fozzie Bear bad. Wagga Wagga, really? He's bad? He's offensive. He's offensive to who? Bad old-timey comedians? Are you somehow taking offense that Kermit and Miss Piggy have an interspecies relationship in some way? I don't understand what is offensive about the Muppets. Let's also think now. The Muppets are also Sesame Street, folks. You're trying to say Sesame Street is offensive? To whom? To whom? It's time to stop putting all of the oil onto the squeaky wheel and ignoring the rest of the machine. Because all the time, the squeaky, on an actual machine, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because you're applying the oil to the one squeaky wheel. But in society, we don't do that. We hear the one squeaky wheel, so we apply oil to the whole damn machine and change the function and operation of that machine. Are you flipping kidding me? Man, the music even ran out. I was so upset. Okay? I mean, you can't. Another thing that has been pretty much assaulted nonstop is Looney Tune cartoons. Looney Tune cartoons, sure, they got violence in them. They're cartoons. Okay? Sure they do. Where does the balance lie, though? Where does the balance sit between a cartoon's responsibility to raising your child and your own responsibility to raising your child? Where does that tipping point occur? Is there one? I don't think there should be one. What I'm saying is that if you see the coyote strap himself to a missile and then shoot himself into the side of a cliff trying to murder a bird, okay, that's a cartoon. And when he falls to the ground, he gets up and walks away looking like an accordion, okay? If your child is in the backyard strapping himself to fireworks because a robin entered the yard and he thinks that all that's going to happen, is that the cartoon's fault for showing him a fake reality? Or is it your fault for not explaining to him the difference? There's there's two sides to this. You hit my kid in the street. Yeah. Okay, so if the person hit your kid in the street, were they not looking to see the kid? Maybe they didn't see the kid, whatever. Yeah, they have some responsibility to that. But now let's ask this question. Why was your kid in the street? Did you ever have the conversation with your kid, don't go in the street because that's where cars are at and they could hit you? Did you have that conversation, or did you just brush that off onto society saying, oh, it's drivers' responsibilities to look out for our kids, so I don't have to bother to tell my kids to stay out of the streets so they don't have to? You can't just sit your kid in front of any kind of television show and expect them to walk away knowing right from wrong, reality from fake, if you're not there at that age. Now, let's say that you're sitting there on the sofa watching Bones, and your kid is playing blocks in the living room while you're watching Bones. Your kid has just learned the proper way to murder somebody and not get caught for 30 years, according to that. He's also seen a mutated body, missing pieces. He's seen all kinds of things on that show. Did you explain any of that then either? So, because it's a cartoon and it's aimed towards children, you have no responsibility. But if it's aimed towards you and the child is watching it and it's for adults, you still have no responsibility. That doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not sure, does they're so against like the violence in the Looney Tune cartoons, and I'm referring to like Yosemite Sam has got the guns, right? Oh, we got to get rid of the guns. And you got Elmer Fudd carries the gun, got to get rid of the gun. You know how many guns have been used throughout the course of the years through Looney Tunes cartoons? Many, 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 many. And Walt Disney says, oh, guns are bad. Guns are evil. Unless, of course, you can make a whole lot of money off of Star Wars. Then, of course, now you've got stormtroopers marching all over Disneyland and Disney World because that's okay because you're making money off of it. So that's okay. Right? Hypocrite much? Hypocrite much? What about The Simpsons? Aren't they offensive? What about Family Guy? Isn't that offensive? To whom? At what point do we put the responsibility back in the hands of the people watching the programs, the people tuning the programs in, and the people who are actually responsible for the raising of their own children? At what point do we do that? That's my question. That is my question. Put parental locks on your television. It's there. It's available for you. You know why that was invented? For you to do just that. But instead, you don't want to feel like messing with it. So instead, you want an entire network and an entire world to sanitize programming that might not be exactly for your kid necessarily. And I'm talking about the adult / cartoons like Family Guy and The Simpsons. Yes, they're cartoons. They're not for your kids. If you're letting your kids watch them, you need to be in the room and explain stuff to them. Because it's not Mickey Mouse and Goofy, folks. Anyway, we are going back in time right now to February 17th, 2019. Flight of the Masturbator. It's just a few questions on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from outer space.
It's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, everybody, we have reached that portion of the show. It's my favorite. It's what I put the most work into.
You put like 20 minutes into it.
I have to really think. I have to come up with this stuff.
There are times where I come down here and you're still working on it.
That's right, because I'm really thinking of stuff.
Oh, you started it.
Do you remember like when we started, it was like, okay, so like you find a bag with some money in it, do you turn it in?
Right. And now it's a whole history. It's just a few stories.
Right. Just a few situations.
It's Mad Libs, but different.
Just a few Turkish prisoners.
Oh, Igor's. That's right. Just a few questions brought to you by Igor's Lube.
That's right. And really, if you think about it, just a few questions is like the mother and father of Igor's Lube.
It is.
It created and pushed it out into the world.
It did.
And it was easy to push it out. Why? Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. We used itself.
It's good for everything.
Everything.
It's good for everything, man.
Yep. I got a squeaky garage door.
There you go.
And I had to grab some... right. But didn't have it at the time.
Gotcha.
So I got the big old Econo bucket coming.
Yeah.
Big one. Just going to take care of it all.
Sweet. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this underway.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
Shut the front door.
How you like that?
Oh.
So, question number 1.
All right.
You are going on a vacation. Your Uber driver was on time this morning and was not a talker, so you enjoyed your quiet ride. You arrive at Metro Airport 2 hours before your flight is scheduled to depart.
After giving your driver a 3-star review because his car smelled like onions, you grabbed your bags and headed straight for the check-in counter. You check your luggage in and your carry-on bag. You brought clothes, a few different pairs of shoes, a swimsuit, your boombox, a laptop computer, and a hardcover copy of War and Peace for some light reading.
A hard copy. You're so detailed.
If you had to take one of your old girlfriends along with you on this trip, what might some of her baggage be?
Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me?
A hair dryer, makeup, and daddy issues. B, jewelry, perfume, and a multiple personality disorder. C, several G-strings, $1,000 in singles that smell like her vagina, and your balls in a jar. Or D, a complete itinerary of everything you will do every minute of every day of this vacation. A 6-page list of people that you will be sending postcards to from every place that you will go. And your bone-crushingly defeated will to live and go.
Oh, that was my dirty 30 birthday.
It's like, true story.
Pretty much it was a true
all that
story.
happened. It was all that.
Which is funny. I
remember wild card answers?
You know?
And one make up your own.
I love it how you say X.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
X.
You're not saying, hey, you know.
I'm gonna throw your neck
wife.
right down there for the chopping
Right.
block.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I know better than that. I did that already once when I asked you who made the best meatloaf, your mom or your wife. That was almost dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Right. All right. So, you know what? This is a very odd question because, you know, I have to think about all the ex-girlfriends and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who I would take on vacation with me. Mm-hmm. I've only went on one vacation with an actual ex-girlfriend, and again, it was my dirty 30 birthday party. We went to Las Vegas. Don't ever do it. So, with all this being said, and I'm not really wanting to think more than what I've already thought about, I am going to go for the wild card.
The wild card answer
I'm rolling the dice. We are having so much fun today. Hit me with the wild card.
The wild card answer is she has no luggage. She's not really your old girlfriend. She's a hooker that you met in the security line and rented for $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Hell yeah!
All right, so totally guilt-free.
Bonus and cheap.
And your bonus question is...
Oh, man, I forgot about that.
You forgot about the bonus question. Would you rather be on a 10-hour flight with your ex-girlfriend or a 1-hour drive with both your ex-girlfriend and your current wife? Back to the chopping block, my friend.
I can't make up my answer for this one, right?
No.
I gotta either choose A or B, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna go with A, dude. I would rather be on a 10-hour flight with an ex-girlfriend than because
both of them would be bad. Yeah, you get both ears.
See, you know what?
Both ears.
That's what's gonna happen when I go to hell. Okay, they're gonna put me in a room with my wife and all my ex-girlfriends, and that's how I want to. Yeah,
that's how it's gonna go down.
That's how I'm gonna go down.
All right. So,
question number 2.
What question number is it again?
Question number 2.
Oh,
question number 2. Well, that was close. You almost didn't get to board your flight.
Oh.
Your traveling companion threw a temper tantrum about not getting a window seat and threatened to blow up the aircraft.
That was not part of the deal with the $10 in Lucky Strikes.
So after convincing the flight attendant that you'd never seen her before in your life, she was out and you were on your way. Crazy ain't gonna ruin your trip.
Yeah.
So now you are soaring thousands of feet in the air, and just as your ears pop, the captain announces that you can take off your seatbelt and move freely about the cabin. Right away, you see a sleazy chick duck into a restroom. A few moments later, a big, giant, fat, sweaty guy enters into the same restroom behind her. What do you do next? A, report this inappropriate behavior to the flight attendant or sky marshal at once. B, Unbuckle your seatbelt and move about the cabin, right on over to the restroom door to listen to what sounds like a murder taking place in a thick mud puddle. C. Check the woman's purse for $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Yeah.
Or D. Open the door and offer them a new travel-size bottle of salmon-flavored Igor's Lube from your carry-on bag in exchange for Nexties. And go.
Oh. I definitely wouldn't want Nexties. Definitely wouldn't want that.
No.
However, offering the Igor's Lube thing would be pretty comical and probably something that I would do in my own little personality that I am. And I can't choose the wild card again.
Yeah, no, you can do a wild card again.
Can I?
Yes.
You know what?
The only thing you can only do once per game is make up your own answer.
Okay. Well, I want to go for the wild card.
Wild card answer is... Tell the flight attendant that you lied when you said you didn't know that crazy lady and would like to be thrown off the aircraft now, please.
Oh.
Failed. You died.
So then that means we don't have to go to question number 3.
You've been resurrected and you're back on your aircraft.
Oh, damn.
Bonus question. Have you ever or have you never had sex on an airplane? And if not, would you if you could? And go.
Dude, you're set me.
Kavoda.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I had sex on an aircraft before.
Yes.
That's okay, dude. You are a hero.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I have.
All right. Well, that's good. There's your answer.
No BS. No BS.
No BS. All right. There's
she
your
had
answer.
to make up for all of her mess ups during the Dirty 30 party, so on the way back, it got a little funky.
Nice.
But it was the red eye, and everybody was asleep, so it kind of worked out.
Sweet.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Thank you.
Question number 3.
All right.
After a very entertaining flight, which included watching a fat guy and a hooker get cut out of an airplane restroom by the jaws of life, you disembark the aircraft, collect your luggage, and take an Uber to your hotel. After giving your driver a 5-star review because he also sold weed, you stagger into the lobby. You check in. First things first, let's check all the amenities. Shampoo, soap, and towels, check. Hot tub, hair dryer, and personal safe, check. Coffee maker, microwave, and mini fridge, check. Now on to the mini bar. Cheez-Its, Hot Pockets, and tiny bottles of tequila, check. So, what do you do next? A, take a shower and try to wash away the shame at the fact that you were secretly wanted to be in that airplane restroom with said fat guy and gross chick, Jabba the Hutt, and Princess Leia. B, lock up the weed you got from your Uber driver and have a soak in the hot tub that I'm sure no one has ever peed or came in. C, eat and drink everything in the minibar and just try to blame it on housekeeping when you check out. Or D, check out the hotel's fine assortment of available pay-per-view porn channels and rub one out. And go.
Oh, I'm going to go with D.
Going with D. D goes with D.
And I just got a text from my wife that says I'm no longer allowed to come home.
Really? All right.
All right. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a radio show.
I'm totally just kidding. Oh, yeah.
So
totally.
D.
Yeah.
All right.
Put one out, baby.
The wild card answer you did not choose. Go out on the town looking for a hooker that will let you put your finger in her butt for $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Oh, is she paying me?
That's interesting. I haven't thought of that. We'll say okay. Yeah. And your bonus question, where have you gone on this vacation?
That's where
I'm asking you.
We went to Cuba.
You went to Cuba. All right, now we got to do this super fast because we've only got 1 minute left of the show. It's time for the lightning round. Tip on the hip or in the front?
Front.
The Stupid! You're
That's how you get crabs.
stupid!
Oh, that's not nice.
Stripper cash, moist or dry?
Moist.
Driver who smells like onions or smells like weed?
Smells like weed.
What saves the day, the Jaws of Life or Igor's Lube?
Both.
Both! Pick one, soap and water or Cheez-Its and tequila?
Oh, Cheez-Its and tequila.
Stupid!
Wow.
You're so stupid!
You're dirty. Pick true or false. There was a hairdryer in your room.
True.
Most hotel hot tubs are tainted with piss and sperm.
True.
Most hotel pay-per-view porn was shot in the hotel you're watching it in.
True.
Give 3 other terms for rubbing one out. Really?
You're putting me shucking one off.
Too long.
Rub and tug.
Jack it off. Masturbating. Beating your meat.
I call
spanking your monkey.
I call it a little bit of a rub and tug.
And finally, what is the most you should ever pay for a hooker? Come on.
The most?
Come on, you know.
$10.
And what?
A pack of Lucky Strikes.
Thank you very much. And that has been Just a Few Questions.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
You know, it's about to start getting pretty hot outside. I think it's time I have a professional check out my air conditioning unit.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with animals constantly running out in front of your vehicle?
Yeah, little kids too.
Well, put away the water hose and disinfectant for good, because the humane people at Canine Killers have a solution for you. It's called the Bumper Bib. Bumper Bib protects your vehicle from unsightly scratches and blood splatter resulting from high-velocity impacts with small, fuzzy creatures. Bumper Bib. Pick up a case today.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, folks, we have come about, and we are full on in now to hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting live from the other side of Planet Chaos directly into your Vajira holes on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, Jay Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. Those are our live affiliates. You can give us a call at 1-313-444-8919 as we are live, folks. Or use the Skype system. Alien Stone 1. That's Alien Stone and the number 1. Don't spell it out. You'd be wrong. Also, perhaps you are listening to one of our fine affiliates in replay or syndication around the world, like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB-FM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, or perhaps maybe United Sounds Choice Radio, or Good Talk Radio, or Pure Rock Radio, or maybe one of those other ones, one of those other radios. We're all over the damn place, folks, all over the planet. We are Alien X Radio and the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am Alien Stone. Thank you for joining me and being a part of this craziness that I do every Monday. It just gives me something to do till it's time to eat. Anyway, guys, we are an hour away from my lunch, so you got me for another hour, and then I'm out. So we're going to get some music for your Vajir holes like right away. Coming up this hour, of course, another sports report from our own prospect. Another episode of Man Law, perhaps, maybe, if we have time. And perhaps maybe another bad movie flashback. Some trailers from some old-timey movies. And maybe some punchlines and another stupid story. And music for your Vajir holes, which I already mentioned. And the headliner of this hour is the replay of yesterday's brand new episode of Just a Few Questions called Space Rocks and Stupid Powers. Yeah, that's it. Space Rocks and Stupid Powers. That is the name of it. So anyway, folks, that is coming up. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. You're just going to have to wait for it. It's on its way. Anyway, folks, as I say, give me a call, 1-313-444-8919. Music for the Vajir holes right now from Austin Kelly. It's the City of the Damned, which pretty much applies to all cities right now on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
It's time for the locals.
Alien Stone took me up inside the mothership, and they did all kinds of experiments on me. And now, I don't like country music no more.
This is Adrian King from Friday the 13th, and you are listening to Alien X Radio.
See Evil Knievel, an exciting motion picture about the most fearless and fascinating performer of all time.
Yeah, a real nut.
See Evil Knievel, starring George Hamilton, Sue Lyon, and a great supporting cast.
Yeah, with lots of plaster.
Hubba, hubba, hubba! See Evil Knievel, filmed in Metrocolor from the Fanfare Corporation, rated GP.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8990. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com, broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on. Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
And folks, again, it is time for the punchlines, being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook or at www.igorslube.com. Look for his family of products, which include such great things like Igor's Governor Glue. Has your governor got you stuck in place? We'll stick your governor back in her place or his place with Governor Glue, made for use in Detroit with the Gretsch Trap. So, call the Ghostbusters. Transformer Surge releases eerie floating power orbs. A Louisiana man captured some unusual footage Monday. A series of strange pulsating orbs shooting across power lines. The eerie sight came complete with sound effects. It almost sounded like a tornado. I don't know why I suddenly made him hillbilly. I have no reason. It's not even spelled that way. Christopher Fitzmaurice. Yeah, he doesn't sound hillbilly. Christopher Fitzmaurice, who filmed the scene, told a New Orleans CBS affiliate WWL-TV that the Transformer failed in Kenner, a suburb of the New Orleans area. The station said about 10,000 people were without power on a chilly day after the surge. Meanwhile, people in Texas are saying, really? Really? Aw, here's some beads. Okay? You'll be alright in New Orleans. Here's some beads and some beer. You'll do alright. Others in the area captured similar footage. So these clouds, which looked like pulsating pink cotton candy floating over, I'm sure, convinced some people that it was an alien invasion. I'm sure that probably happened somewhere. You know what I mean? Because people are crazy. They jump to conclusions. That's a UFO. That means it's an alien spacecraft. No, it does not mean it's an alien spacecraft. It means it's an unidentified flying object, which means it's flying, it's in the air, and you can't identify it. Could be a balloon, could be a plane, could be a helicopter, and yes, it could be an alien spacecraft. But you don't know. That's why you call it a UFO. If you knew it was an alien spacecraft, you would call it an alien spacecraft. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. And that has been the punchlines. So, folks, we've got that brand new episode of Just a Few Questions called Space Rocks and Stupid... Is it Stupid Powers? I don't even remember what I called the damn thing. You know what I mean? It's amazing to me how I can name something like 10 minutes ago and can't for some reason remember what it's actually called. You know what I mean? It is called Space Rocks and Stupid Powers. Space Rocks and Stupid Powers on its way, where I asked D, what would the world be like if a meteor flew past Earth and gave select celebrities superpowers. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So stick around for that. That is going to be our next main feature on the way. But first, we're going to do some more music for your Vajir holes, another sports report, maybe some man law and that kind of thing. And then we will get to the just a few questions. I think it jumped the gun and said it was up next. Not the case, folks. Not the case. But don't judge. It's Judgment Day. Black Heron. Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Hello everyone, Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. The 2021 NBA All-Star Game is scheduled to take place on March 7th. The game will have LeBron James and Kevin Durant as the captains, players like Joel Embiid and Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry as starters, but the one thing that there won't be is fans. Commissioner Adam Silver discussed with NBA on TNT crew about the decision on restricting fans from the mid-season event, saying that the safety of everyone involved are important. Silver went on to say that the decision isn't to devalue those that cheer on their favorite players and teams, but instead the decision to have the game go on as scheduled is because of them, saying that the game begins and ends with the fans. Of course, the decision to even have the shortened season was because of them, as the league is already racked with countless postponements due to virus concerns. Team Durant will be coached by Doc Rivers, while Team LeBron will have first-time All-Star coach Quinn Snyder. There's still no word on whether the game itself will be tweaked due to the ongoing situation, but I will keep you posted on any updates. Speaking of Kevin Durant, he misses his fourth straight game due to a hamstring issue and was out against the Clippers. Durant injured the hamstring back on February 13th in their game against the Golden State Warriors. And the Denver Nuggets are in possession of a bit of history. Jamal Murray becomes the first person in NBA history to score 50 or more points without a single free throw attempt. Murray did defeat in a 120-103 win against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. She's done it again. Naomi Osaka defeats Jennifer Brady in straight sets to win the 2021 Australian Open title. At a time when accomplishments like this are uncertain because of the concern of players' health and safety, wins like this are very important. This one, of course, is Osaka's 21st win in a row and 4th Grand Slam title, which is a big deal for the 23-year-old. The journey to the title meant going through her idols, Serena Williams, in the semifinals. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
With the weather quickly changing, it might be a good time to have your furnace or air conditioner checked out by a professional.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile. Hello and welcome to Man Law. I'm your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights, I have read your complaints and your emails, and the first case upon the docket today comes from Thomas from Portland, Oregon.
Thomas writes, Judge Man, since I've been married, my wife seems to slowly be taking over the remote control. It started when I would be watching game shows. She would come in, sit down, make a comment about the show, and then before I knew it, she had switched the station. Well, now she's starting to do it during football games, baseball games, and hockey games. The other day, I watched 35 minutes of a chick flick before I realized I didn't even have the remote in my hand anymore. What can I do about this? Well, sir, I recommend you get a Velcro glove. That way, when you put the remote control in your hand, it's Velcroed in there and can't come out without you knowing it. The next time she tries to grab the remote control, just punch her in the twat. That might do the job. And now today's list of things men just don't do, besides punch their wives in the twat. Number 1, men never watch chick flicks, even when their wives steal the remote control. Number 2, men never wash new sheets or towels. They weren't dirty in the store, and who cares about the square wrinkles anyway? Number 3, real men don't play the flute. And number 4, real men never give up the remote control. And number 5, real men don't drink light beer. We just rent it. This has been Judge Man with Man Law. I have ruled.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No, not that.
Hold on to your seat. Hold on to your date. Hold on to your popcorn. The ultimate 3D movie is about to blast off. Space Hunter. Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. The first 3D space movie, starring Peter Strauss as Wolf, an intergalactic adventurer, and Molly Ringwald as Nikki.
What the hell are you?
What do you think I am, you scrawny earthbag? I'm a woman!
Together, they must enter the deadly Forbidden Zone and rescue 3 beautiful women from the planet's ultimate evil, the Overdog.
I like her.
I'll bet breeding with us would kill him.
I'll take that bet.
Columbia Pictures presents an adventure unlike anything you've ever witnessed before. A whole new dimension in excitement. The ultimate 3D experience. The first movie that puts you in outer space. Space Hunter. Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. In 3D.
All right, folks, we have reached that point in the broadcast. It is time now to bring you the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions that aired yesterday during Inside the Mothership. Inside the Mothership is a 2-hour broadcast. It goes on at 12 noon Eastern every Sunday. Sunday. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Me and my co-host D-Unit, and quite often we'll get Sir Martin of Mad from UG Media across the pond. He'll be joining us quite often. And I ask a lot of very uncomfortable questions. There will be a little pressure. There will be a little uncomfortable feeling and some pinching. But at the end of the day, you will be laughing, and the pain in your side will subside. It's okay. So, yesterday, I put the D-Unit into such a weird situation. A meteor flies by the Earth, and while everyone's okay, it selectively gives superpowers to random celebrities. So let's tune in right now and see how things went down yesterday during Inside the Mothership, and just a few questions.
answer just a few questions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's my favorite part of the show. It's just a few questions where I put people into strange predicaments, strange circumstances, and watch them squirm their way out. And there's no way out. There's just no way out. There's no way to prepare. There's no way to get ready for this. So we're just going to jump right on into it. Today on the chopping block, sir, unit of D, sir.
Cocked, locked, ready to rock, Doc. Let's do this.
See, he's getting more and more confident now. That's basically just because, he's used to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the pain has subsided. The awkwardness is gone. Or he hides it better. He's not even wearing his glasses today.
Nope.
See? He's tough today. So, let's go ahead and get things underway with...
Question number 1.
Question number 1. As you were binge watching all 7 seasons of The Golden Girls on demand, the emergency broadcast system interrupted your golden groove. The alert is to warn you that a meteor is headed for the Earth and will come within a few hundred miles of the atmosphere. While it is expected to create quite a show in the sky, it is not expected to collide with the Earth. That being said, the meteor is emitting some strange radiation, and it is recommended that everyone stay indoors during the event. So, you do what you always do. You complain about the emergency broadcast system interrupting your show and grab the remote control. Just before the part where it says, in the event of actual emergency, it cuts to a news desk and a very nervous-looking reporter. He begins to spit out a bunch of scientific information that most people would not understand, but gives you the feeling that this radiation is of real concern. So, what do you do in preparation for this event? A, wrap your head in tinfoil, buy all of the bottled water and Spam that you can find, then move into the basement painting the walls with Chinese lead-based paint, then go back to watching The Golden Girls. B, screw it! You've already lived through 2020, so just grab a bucket of chicken, a 6-pack of beer, heading for the roof with a lawn chair and a sign that says, "Rocks from space are pussies, change my mind." C, you put in your DVD of Deep Impact, forgetting that you'll be crying your eyes out at the end. Again! Or D, go back to watching The Golden Girls. It's just a freaking meteor. What else can you do? Don't forget to rewind because you missed a bit during the warning. There's also a wild card answer. And go.
I'm not going to put tinfoil on my head.
No. Or you got the lead paint on the walls and all that stuff.
Yeah, that just sounds like work. Definitely not going to do that. What was the second one again?
Second one is you say, screw it. You've already lived through 2020, so you just grab a bucket of chicken and a 6-pack of beer heading for the roof with a lawn chair and a sign that says, "Rocks from space are pussies. Change my mind."
That was really brilliant, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. Tell you what, can I do that one with having a TV on the table watching The Golden Girls?
Sure. We'll have a cable going out the window.
Well, the reason being is, when was it? I think it was could have been last Saturday, last Sunday, man. The wife and I woke up in the morning and we were watching The Golden Girls.
All right, so we're going to do B.
We're going to do B with the twist of C.
With the cable coming out the window and up to the roof.
Yep.
We got the little TV hooked up there so you can finish watching your Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Change my mind.
All right, so the wild card answer you did not choose is drop some acid and watch the light show, hoping the meteor does not take the form of a dragon or one of those creepy little creatures that used to sing and dance in the old Quiznos commercials. It's Quiznos! It's Quiznos good! Oh my God, those things scared me. I had nightmares about those things.
For real?
Yeah, those were creepy. I don't know what they were. They were like guinea pig hamster things with real teeth, and they just placed it all together. It was all messed up. The bonus question!
Does guinea pigs and hamsters have fake teeth?
No, they put in, like, people teeth.
Oh, okay.
And pasted it on there with big people eyes. It was just bizarre. Okay. Bonus question. You have decided to name the meteor after one of the Golden Girls. Which one? Sophia, Rose, Blanche, or Dorothy? Dorothy. Dorothy's the buzzkill, so here comes the buzzkill.
Yeah.
Out of the sky.
Yeah.
If it was Sophia, she'd have been like, there we were, Sicily. 1935. It's always a different year, right? I don't know.
2 pieces of bread and a can of cream of tomato soup.
And we looked right at that meteor and said, screw you. No. And that brings us to...
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Last night was weird, to say the least. The sky lit up in reds, blues, and yellows with a giant brown streak across the center. It looked like the inside of a pair of Superman underoos the morning after beer shots and Taco Bell. The sun came up, and the people all came out of hiding, and no one died. Well, except for the dumbasses that jumped out of windows thinking that the world was going to end. Almost everyone that jumped out of the window crashed to the ground and died. All but one. When Leonardo DiCaprio he thought that the meteor would end the planet. He jumped out of a Las Vegas penthouse window. However, he did not fall and die. He flew. After watching the news all day, you have learned that the radiation carried by the meteor has somehow given celebrities superpowers. For example, Leonardo has the powers of Superman. He can fly, has great strength, X-ray vision. But his belief in global warming has been exaggerated to the point that it is now his weakness. You can spill a bit of oil or start a small gas-powered engine, and he will be distracted and obsessed with fixing it and cleaning it all day long and never actually help anyone who needs help. There are some of the celebrities and the powers they receive. What? Can't even read my own writing. Would never help anyone else with anything. So, here are some of the celebrities and the powers they receive. Given what you know about them, what do you think their weaknesses has become? Like Superman, Kryptonite. So, the first superhero is Robert De Niro has been given the powers of Batman. This means he now knows martial arts and will use his money to develop high-tech weapons. What will Bat De Niro's weakness be? A, he can't ever remember his lines. B, a car bomb. Or C, a script for a comedy.
No, say. Oh man! See, I know where you're going at with that one, and I kind of like Midnight Run. I thought that was a good flick.
Okay,
I thought it was. I thought it was pretty funny. Okay, did they ruin it with like all the Fokker movies? Probably. Okay,
maybe.
So I'm gonna go with the car bomb.
With the car bomb.
I'm going with the car bomb.
Okay. All right. So the
but
next
even in the casino, he beat the car bomb.
Yes, he did. Because they had that in that particular car, they had a metal plate that was welded underneath the driver's side. And if it wasn't for that, he'd be dead.
Yeah. Unknown to the factory specifications. Unknown to everybody. Unknown to the factory specifications. They welded plate.
The next celebrity to receive superpowers is Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, fudge, man. For real?
Rosie O'Donnell has been given the powers of Wonder Woman. This means she has the strength of an Amazon warrior, but still has the size of an Amazon delivery van.
Word.
What will Wonder Rosie's weakness be? A, the NRA. She will be busy bitching all day. B, Twinkies, cupcakes, snowballs, anything hostess, really. Or C, there's no way she'll fit into that costume.
B kind of goes with C, I'm thinking.
Kind of, yeah.
You know, so... the NRA. I'm going to go with the NRA.
The NRA. That's her weakness.
That would be her weakness.
Okay. Next one is David Hasselhoff.
Oh, fudge.
David Hasselhoff has been given the powers of the Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
this means he will turn into the Green Monster if enraged and possesses great strength. What will the Incredible Hasselhoff's weakness be? A. He keeps getting into random Firebirds thinking that they are Kit from Knight Rider, then gets road rage turning into the Hasselhoff, getting stuck and needs the jaws of life for extraction. B. In your best German accent, tell him he sucks. That should kill him. Or C. Give him a cheeseburger. He will calm down and be transformed into a drunken mess on the floor as he makes out with it. What's it gonna be?
I would figure that Hasselhoff would have been Aquaman. However, it's got to be the cheeseburger thing, man.
Cheeseburger.
It's a really good cheeseburger.
Yeah, he'll start eating that cheeseburger, making out, and he'll turn right back in Hasselhoff and lay there.
This was good. Good cheeseburger.
Gotcha. And the final celebrity to receive superpowers is Stephen Hawking.
Oh, dude, he was already superpowers.
Stephen Hawking has been given the powers of Aquaman. This means
the secret why?
This means yeah, you did. You said the secret word.
I did.
Yeah. This means he will have the ability to talk to all of the creatures in the ocean. Plus, he already sounds like he's talking underwater, so no change there. What is Aqua Hawking's weakness? A. If you toss a live flounder into his lap to flip-flop about, he will just sit there all day with a smile on his face. There's a couple of these that I'm just saying right now that I got a little deep on today. I'm just saying. I was like, wow. B, it gets worse. B, a broomstick in the spokes. Or C, this is where I'm going to hell. This is on the way to hell. The chair is not designed for underwater operation and sinks like a stone.
Wow.
Toss a flounder in his lap to flop about, and he'll just sit there all day with a smile on his face.
That one.
Woo!
I'm gonna go with C because obviously chair's heavy. He's going straight down.
Yep, he's gonna sink like a stone.
And obviously he can't swim.
Right down to the Davy Jones locker.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that brings us to
question number 3.
Question number 3. While some celebrities have been given great powers and will exercise great responsibility, becoming superheroes, some will not. Some will be as dumb with powers as they were without, becoming stupid heroes. And some will undoubtedly use their powers for evil. If a movie was made for each of our stupid heroes, who would their stupid villain matchup be? So, Super DiCaprio has the powers of Superman. So in his movie, who will his arch enemy be? Will it be Exxon Luthor? Will it be General Smog? Or other? Exxon Luthor? Or General Smog? Or make up who is going to be his arch enemy?
Let's say Exxon Luthor.
Exxon Luthor it is. Bat De Niro. Bat De Niro, in his movie, who will his arch enemy be? Will it be A, harassment and discrimination lawsuit woman? Would it be B, the Trumpster? Or C, other? Harassment and discrimination lawsuit woman. It's funny. I'm trying to make one up, aren't you?
Trying to, but I can't. So I'm just going to go with Trump.
The Trumpster.
Trumpster.
All right. So, Wonder Rosie. Who will her arch enemy be? Will it be A, Dead Nugent? B, Tom Selleck as Bullseye? Or C, other?
Said Nugent.
Dead Nugent.
Dead Nugent.
Dead Nugent it is.
Oh, that's freaking great.
Let me start this music over.
Well, you know, Rosie.
And Hasselhulk. In his movie, the archenemy will be A, Emperor Tofu in the Vegan Ministry, or B, the Hamburglar from McDonald's.
Oh, definitely the Hamburglar from McDonald's.
Hamburglar. I was there. Who is his enemy going to be? And all of a sudden, that popped in my head and was like, ha! It was definitely the answer.
And it went with my answer as far as the
Yeah.
Perfect.
And finally, Aqua Hawking. His arch enemy will be A. This is where I go too deep, guys. His arch enemy will be Christopher Walken as the Juggernaut. Yeah. Or B, that kid giving away blankets in the Shriners Children's Hospital commercial. He's speechless, folks. He is speechless. He's trying not to laugh out loud and go to hell with me. He's trying to take a separate path to hell. Because mine is like littered with broken glass and Legos.
I don't know how to respond to that one.
There's another.
There is another?
Yeah, there's other on all of them, yeah. So you can either be Christopher Walken as the Juggernaut, or that kid giving away blankets in the Shriners Children's Hospital commercial, or other.
Or I have to make one up for other.
Correct. Dun, dun.
I'm just going to go with the B.
You're going to go with B, the kid.
Yep.
Giving away the blanket.
Yep.
Yep. It's Battle of the Wheelchairs. And that brings us to Lightning Strikes. I know. I know.
I feel like it's going to strike.
At any moment. Okay, so Wonder Rosie gets a superhero-sized yeast infection.
Oh, my God.
What is she baking down there?
Oh, I'm supposed to guess?
Yeah, what is she baking down there? Wonder Rosie gets a superhero-sized yeast infection. What is she baking down there?
Bread?
The correct answer, I will give you that anyway, though, is Wonder Bread. Very good, Wonder Bread. What is a larger hollow space filled with imaginary nonsense? The Batcave or Robert De Niro's head?
Robert De Niro's.
Yes! Absolutely. I feel like we can actually build all that stuff that's in the Batcave, but the stuff that comes out of Robert De Niro's head is like fantasy. Super DiCaprio's sidekick. Is it Al Gore, the global warming boy? Or Greta Thunberg, the climate changeling?
Greta
the climate changeling.
Yes.
Yes, that is true. That is what it is. Just because I like the climate changeling better than the global warming boy.
Yeah. It just sounds lame.
Exactly. What McDonald's character, whose name is also a facial expression? Remember all the characters from McDonald's? Hamburglar's one of the characters. Ronald McDonald's. Correct. Grimace. Very good. All the young people are like, who the hell is Grimace? Y'all never had the cookies, man.
Purple dude.
Man. Looks like a big purple poop. That's what he looks like. Just saying. According to the TV show, what type of rays are responsible for creating the Hulk?
Gamma rays.
That is correct. Gamma rays is correct. True or false? The Incredible Hulk TV show always ended with piano music.
True.
That is true. And our hero walking away with a backpack.
Every time.
Every time. What would be better? Wait, what would be a better mode of transportation for Aqua Hawking? A hover round or a bumper boat?
Better transfer a bumper boat.
Correct. We already discussed that wheelchairs sink like rocks, even if it's a hover ground. If there's more electronics on it, it would sink even faster, I would think. It would be heavier, less buoyant. You know what I'm saying? Have you pictured all of these celebrities in their superhero costumes yet?
No.
Yes, you have.
No, I honestly haven't.
Okay, take a moment. Picture all of them in their superhero costumes.
I don't want to, because Rosie O'Donnell.
Too late. You're welcome. Number 9. Stay here on planet Earth and deal with all of the craziness, or hitch a ride on the meteor as it passes.
Hitch a ride.
I'm out of here, folks. Where are you headed? I don't care. I don't care. Intergalactic country song. Me. That's right. That's an intergalactic country song right there. Go wherever the meteor takes me. And finally, what will this group of celebrity heroes be called? The Just Us League, or the overrated celebrity mouthpiece stupid hero meteor squad from Uranus?
That one.
Yes. Absolutely. And sir, that has been Just a Few Questions.
I used to be a nice girl. Until Alien Stone took me for a ride in his mothership. Now I'm an intergalactic hottie. Thank you, Alien Stone.
All right, folks, that was Just a Few Questions. Space rocks and stupid powers. Stupid powers or stupid hero powers? I don't remember. I can't remember nothing. My brain is gone. Anyway, folks, I do want to thank each and every one of you for joining me this week on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. All of my beautiful affiliates, Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio, Jay Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, Western Reserve Digital Radio, 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB Get Smashed FM, IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodcore, Pure Rock, Good Talk, Mile High Radio, and K89. Until next time, this is Alien Stone saying peace out, everybody. Hasta la pasta, yo.